transport and e-vehicle ecosystem, how clean energy, connectivity, and charging infrastructures comes together to make the shift vibes. With Sami Khalfan Ashkeli of Muwasalat and Muhammad Al Mujani from Oman Oil Marketing Company, moderated by Iman Al Rubai of Malak Engineer Resource.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our free chat side on smart transport and EV ecosystem. Today, electric mobility is no longer about technology. There is already a lot of vehicles and brand type in EVs entering the market already. So the real focus now is building a connected ecosystem involving first customer satisfaction in terms of EV usage and EV car confidence adoption and clean energy integration. In Oman, we are moving from pilot projects into real deployment. I'm pleased to be joined today by Sami Ashkeli, Senior QHSC Manager at Muwasalat, and Mohammed Al-Majani, General Manager HSEQ and Sustainability at Oman Oil Marketing Company. Hello, gentlemen. So, are we ready? Okay. So the first, أهلاً وسهلاً. The first question to you, where does Oman stand in its smart mobility transition, both in transport fleet, which is Muwasalat, and charging infrastructure with Oman Oil Marketing Company? Let's start from Muwasalat.
Thank you, Iman. So taking a closer look at the Muwasalat experience, we have starting transition in the fleet operation from the diesel buses into the biofuel and then electrical bus as a pilot project, as well as also a promising project, inshallah, in the future for the green hydrogen cell buses. And here taking a closer look at the emission profile at Muwasalat or any public transport company, it's heavily depend on the scope 1 as a direct emission from the fuel consumption, whereas 99% of the emission come from the fuel consumption. So investing in transition, the alternative fuel will definitely reduce the carbon footprint. So regarding the electrical bus, we have started as a pilot project, and Muwasalat has launched this electrical bus back in 2024 when Muwasalat hosted the UITB MENA event. It's the International Association of Public Transport. And the aim was to test the bus as a operation efficiency, along with also other feasibility, just to make this transitions. So in general, the biofuel also has been started 5 years before. It's been tested, and also there is a reduction in the fuel, in the carbon footprint, as well as reduce the dependency on the diesel itself. Moving ahead, as green hydrogen cells also in the pipeline, still we didn't start, but this is overall as a fleet operation.
So currently you're only operating one electrical bus at the moment?
One electrical bus, yes.
Great, thank you so much. And from EV infrastructure perspective, Mohammed?
If we just go back to you, all of you, we've been here like for the third times now, and I think you've seen the progress of EV in regards to the number of EV car and the infrastructure. Just go back to history. When we installed the first charger, it was 11 kilowatt, and that time we didn't even have an EV car to launch that charger. But now we just have the full ecosystem, which is just Thuraya highlighted. And the ecosystem starts with the regulatory. Regulatory is there. So we have the VAT exclusion regulatory. We have the specification of the charger by ABSR. We have all regulatory bodies are ready Also, the tariff will come soon. CBO, charging point operator license, to the market is really well regulated, and it's coming to that side. If we talk about the EV itself, so from public transport, it was a good step from Muwasalat to just as a role model to try the first bus. Also, we have BYD in Oman. We have different dealers. I don't want to just mention the commercial name, but they deserve because they took the first step. Porsche and other brand who bring really EV. And this is from the dealer. We still have a gap in the supply. Infrastructure, Evo started 2017 by Oman Oil, then it became a JV 2022, where the JV we expand with 150 charging point as a public, open to public, plus the supplying charger all over the world. Also, we participate with Muwasalat to enable the charging solution for them. So this from infrastructure, I think we link the whole major road or major roads in Oman, all the way from border, all the way to Salalah. So for the third year, we have EV user driving all the way from the border, from Muscat, all the way to Salalah. So we're waiting for the regulatory to announce the tariff, the regulation of CBO. Then you will see more of development of charger to enable and customer service, where we'll come later to this point.
Yeah, everything will be clear after the CBO announcement, inshallah, and there will be no more range anxiety, bi'idhnallah. Now let's focus on Muwasalat, because Muwasalat, the transport or the mobility, and then we will go with Muhammad. Muhammad, you can have a rest and smile and just see. Yes. Okay. Sami Ashikeli, first question. What has been the biggest challenge in electric bus operation so far? The vehicle itself, the surrounding ecosystem such as charging, maintenance, route planning, or energy management? Highlight on the challenges.
Thank you, Iman. So before giving overview on the challenge, let me give you a statistics of Muwasalat, of some statistics related to the question. So last year, for example, the kilometers run in the buses operation was over was over 20 million kilometers run for all the fleet operations. So these 20 million ton of CO2 equivalent emission, يعني equivalent to 22,000 ton of CO2 equivalent emission. Now the electrical bus, when we inaugurated and launched, Muwasalat has been taking a step forward to carefully assess the following. First, the operation feasibility. You know that our buses crossing between cities across all the Sultanate from the north to the south. So we're talking about hundreds of kilometers. The range is very critical to our operation, and we don't want also the customers to wait for the charging in the middle, and also to how many extent these kilometers can reach. So the pilot study that we have for the electrical bus, the range is from 350 to 450 kilometers, and the speed reached to up to 130 kilometers per hour. Now we assess the operation, this performance also as well, talking about the battery, when the performance under the our hot climate and the high temperature. You know, during the summer, the AC drags a lot of power and electricity and make the range up to 250. So this is being tested, and also we're scaling up for the next step. The other also challenges that we have, the availability of the infrastructure, talking about the charging system. And as mentioned by Mohammed, we have collaboration with the EFO and the Roman Oil for the fast charging and also planning our journey plan when moving from one point to another. Another also a challenge, it's not a challenge, it's just to discover more, is the range and the frequency that is very essential for the customer to take in place. So after all these assessment, also before launching the electrical bus, we have taking a step forward in line with the civil defense for the emergency preparedness as a safety measures to be met. So joint workshop has been conducted for emergency. Also for the captains who driving these buses, being trained for the emergency, you know, in case of anything. After that, we are ready. We came to a period. We are ready for the next step. So what happening currently? We are replacing the fleet, and we taking the global percentage for this transition from 10% to 20%. So we're talking about this year in the tendering process about 8 to 10 electrical buses. Of course, this will come with the infrastructure and everything. And we have talked also with some suppliers about also the charging infrastructure in the depot, etc. So this is the challenge and also the next step, inshallah.
Thank you so much. Is the depot you have mentioned will be integrated with other renewable energy systems such as solar, or is it just will be mainly EV chargers?
So the initial step actually to go directly for the electrical charging, but this nevertheless that it will be integrated with the solar system just to make the system reliable in terms of also the future expanding. Talking about also the area that we are utilizing, talking about the public transport. Currently, we have more than 485 buses. So if we're going to replace them gradually, talking about 5 to 8 hours charging for now. So this need, of course, bigger area, need also more smart and fast charging in terms of the efficiency. This will come gradually, but of course, the renewable energy as a solar system will be in place, inshallah.
Thank you, and there is a great efforts out there. All the best, inshallah. Now let's move from transport operation to fleet infrastructure, to user experience side and charging ecosystem. Mohammed Al-Majani, should Oman focus only on increasing the numbers of chargers, or should it focus more on deploying the right charging solution in the right location for different users, such as home, highways, and fleets?
Okay, when we just define the right here is depend on different factors right now. If we talk about the right location, what we have extend is to cover the 120 kilometers between the network just to cover the range anxiety. But we were not lucky in some location. This bring another another points to be also taken. Availability of grid. You need to have the nearest connection point with available grid power, because otherwise the cost will be high. You need to upgrade the power, or you need to lay a long cable, which will be expensive. So right now, what we have done is we were able to upgrade some power. We are able to select a location that is feasible, and we were success to just have this network by considering these factors. What the ministry and the committee, national committee for the EV is doing, which is great, which is really a good step in Oman, which already mentioned by Thuraya about the national EV charging map. This is a good alignment between the power supplier, by the EV infrastructure, as well as the customer or the user's experience. So inshallah, we will have a full national EV, considering the range, considering the availability of power for the future. I don't think by next year, I don't think we'll have, like for example, the EV charger in Halban. You will never see it free. You have a queue.
Is it how the range is?
The range is 180 kilowatt per
Okay.
hour, but the issue is it's the main road, so people are really queuing there.
I don't think 22 kilowatt is the right position in fuel station and malls. It's
We don't have it anymore. It's the rule is to go 180 kilowatt per hours
Great.
and above.
Mhm.
So we can call it a prime location for EV because it's like a hub now. People who charge, they can go drink coffee, eat food there. So the concept even of the forecourt, which we call it the station, is really evolving from normal fuel dispenser to integrated hub of services, including the EV.
That's
So-
good. Let's move now to the customer experience and satisfaction in EV. How in Oman Oil Marketing you evaluate this customer satisfaction in terms of EV ecosystem?
So we learned from the experience. I think Oman Oil Marketing is having the application, which is, I think, the highest number of subscriber. We crossed the 300,000. Don't quote me on the number. No. We talk about Oman Oil Marketing, which is for fuel retail. From this experience, when we have a JV of Evo, we have added, and from the first day, we added application. It's not only the charger. So if you go to Evo application, which advise everyone...
Subscription of what exactly?
No, it's not a subscription yet.
Uh-huh.
What I mean is from the learning of the journey of Oman Oil application as a
Yes.
fuel,
Yes.
we also think when we build Evo to have the charger with application. So application, what you give, it will give you the status, location of the charger. If you go back like 20 years ago, you are so young of this, but anyone in Oman who wants to drive to Salalah, they cannot miss one station. They have to plan their trip. Because if you miss Ghaba, it will not take you to Haima. The same now is happening. You have to plan your journey. So Evo application is helping to do that. If you are planning to go to Jabal Akhdar, if you're planning to go to Sur, so you need to see the location, the charger status, and in the future you can book as well the charger. So this is the customer experience. You have an application, it show you the status of the charger, and you can plan your journey based on that charger.
But
based on that.
how do you know that the customer is happy with the solution?
Can I give number? We have happy because I also approach, I'll not name.
So you are on the ground with the people.
See, people still not happy fully because they are expecting more infrastructure.
Correct.
We are expecting more incentive and regulation from the ministry.
it's-
So, but whatever now, we
Second.
have the basic infrastructure. Taraya, I don't think they are pushing me to open this. But anyway, what we need, at least from ratio-wise, if you go to the international ratio of charger compared to the number of EV, we are far high in the ratio
Okay.
of the infrastructure. For the customer, what we have is, yes, there is a complaint, but sometimes I need to make it this real. It's a chat, and I think the message will go. Sometimes what we're facing, we have one EV users in, let's example, I'll not quote, let's say in XY village, and he keep demanding on EV charger. That's difficult a bit now. But the new regulation coming from Ministry of Commerce also enforcing having the EV charger at the station. So it's developing. I advise you go buy EV and subscribe with Evo.
Last two questions because of the sake of time. Currently, there is different charging standards, like for the charger itself. There is GCC, GBT. Do you think Oman should move forward to GCC or GBT?
I think the specification set up by ABSR and Ministry of Commerce is Oman to go for CCS2. So CCS2, every dealers should bring like a car with compatible with CCS2.
Okay.
CS2 is one of charging. I know some of customer bringing importing from China, from America with different, but there is an adapter where adapter can work. But please, just go for CCS2 is better to also protect our charger from you not using adapter.
Okay, great. The final question is, if I wanted to buy an EV car, how I can invest on it after 5 years? Do you have any perspective on that you can share to the public about reselling the EV after long term of 5 years or?
Okay, total cost of ownership is depend on the fuel price and the operation.
That's correct.
So I think we still can afford the fuel.
So do you want it to increase the fuel price?
I'm not in this position because I'm selling fuel as Oman Oil Marketing.
Yes.
But what we're doing, we are doing aligning for both. We are satisfying customers who's having EV and who's having this. But again, it's not about fuel price. It's about the cost of operation.
Correct.
Like most of EV car, even the price now, price of the car is drop. When we just talk about 5 years ago, it was 30% difference between the normal car and EV car. Now the the price or the cost of purchasing done. Now we go up with what? Cost of operation. Cost of operation is really, really a lot of people enjoying free charging since 3 years now. But anyway, it will be it will be charging. There will be a tariff, but it will not reach to the level of fuel. But this is encouraging, and it's experience. It is green. It is with the transition. But again, it's have like pros and cons. But
course.
I think I'm encouraging to go with EV to be more green. I just bought my Tesla for my son. Alhamdulillah, I get rid of 90 riyal.
That's cool. Thank you, Muhammad, for your insightful values, and also thank you for Ashikeli. Now we will have a question from the audience. Can we have a mic for him? Just one question, and then I'll be presenting. تفضل.
شكرا جزيلا. حبيبي لا. Thank you very much, Mahdi from OQ Corporate. I just had a question about this is about sustainability. What do you think in the future concerns the batteries? You know, the EV cars have radiation batteries. For example, my fuel cell battery, when it goes after 10 or 15 years as a scrap, it can be recycled. What about these batteries? They all have radiations. How the government will make a storage for them or scrap for them, or because you cannot bury them, you cannot keep them somewhere. So what's the plan of sustainability of these EV batteries? Thank you.
Yeah, I think all problems come with as an opportunity, I think. Before we were talking about plastic long time ago. Now we have a very good business for plastic recycling. For the battery, I think all EV supplier or dealer, what they will do, I think there is also a second-hand market, huge market, a second-hand, a spare part. There is a yard of spare part. So recycling will be there. And also the battery waste business will really be a good business in the future. This will be a full circular economy, I think.
Assalamu alaikum. As a vision for future, EV should be cheaper than oil, as we said. And for the vision, we will use solar. So what do you think about the price in the future? It should not be even close to oil price.
Anyway, as I told you, fuel will be there. From sustainability point of view, they will, even the government, they understand this formula and they want to get utilized of their crude rather than use it and refine it. They will utilize it for another downstream. And aligning the sustainability vision with the also government future plan, That's fully aligned. What we talk about the price, see, right now, electricity in Oman is we are enjoying the subsidy. And also, Oman is working smartly by integrating and having the energy mix of solar and gas. So right now, I think 70% of the gas we use it for power, and 30% we use it from renewable. If we flip the formula, then we will have a very affordable price of energy to EV. We will have a very affordable price for power generation, and we will have also, we will utilize our gas in downstream manufacturing, downstream or exporting. So I think the planning in Oman is really well structured. All what we need is just to push more regulation, more investment, as a previous colleague said. But again, even the EV by the new law of, it will be, we are thinking to integrate one EV charger with solar. So it will be fully green. This is coming. The price we are enjoying now, but it will have its own impact in the future. It will be more equal. It's your choice to go, but it will be almost cheaper with a little amount. It will not be really big cheap, or like big difference between the price of EV and price of electricity.
Great. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And it was a really challenging, insightful chat. Thank you.